The modern life of the 9 to 5, living from paycheck to paycheck, has made most of the population live in constant stress. And the sad part is you can't really escape it, but there are things you can do to drastically reduce it. My name is Pat, I lived in depression for more than 7 months and I managed to escape it mainly by reducing my stress, becoming the happiest person in my social circle. If you want to put your trust in me, I'll show you some tips to drastically reduce stress. Put the video in full screen and give it your full attention. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the best habit by far to reduce your stress. It is called deep breathing, but it's not a normal deep breath like you could think about like this. That is the normal deep breath, but studies have found another way to do it that has shown to be more efficient than meditation at reducing stress, which is incredible. I've been meditating consistently for 3 years and I'm telling you it has changed the way I see stress and my mental health. So it being better is phenomenal. Here's how to do it. So you're gonna take a big breath, and then when you're full of air, instead of just letting it out, you're gonna push a little bit more. This is the second part that nobody knows, basically. Putting a little bit more air, and then you're gonna exhale very slowly for like a good 20 seconds. So it shouldn't take you more than 30 seconds to do. And only doing one breath has been shown by the study to drastically reduce the stress. So only one, and it takes 30 seconds. So imagine if you just decide to do 10 of them for 5 minutes, imagine how good that would be for your stress. The second one is something we all know but we just overlook, and it is nature. The stress reliever is right next to you. It's on the other side of your door. How could it be not good for your stress to go in nature, in a peaceful waterfall, something like that? Maybe you don't have a waterfall close to you like I do in Bali or Canada, but I'm 100% sure there is a park pretty much close to you that you can just go and spend some time with. You can just lay down on the grass for a good 5-10 minutes and just think, just letting your mind breathe out. You can maybe do even a session of meditation, but it doesn't even matter. Just going outside, going on a hike. Even if your job is super stressful and stuff, you have off days and stuff when you can just go for as little as like 10 minutes. Just go outside, look at the sunlight, have some nice fresh air, and it's going to drastically reduce your stress. I'm telling you, it's no secret. You know it, you just overlook it, you forget about it. And the third one is something I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than you're used to. It is socializing with other people. But I'm not gonna tell you the boring parts that you know, which are going out with your friends, it's good for it to reduce stress and blah 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 blah. You know that, and maybe you do it, but if you don't, well, go back to the basics and do it. I'm gonna tell you 2 more things that you don't know about socializing that is going to change the way you see it. And to make you be more serious about socializing, I'm gonna tell you a scientific fact that is a bit overwhelming. Loneliness is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes. So unless you want to be smoking more than a pack of cigarettes every day, listen to me. Socializing is incredible with humans, but it is also incredible with animals. If you have a pet, you know that very well, and I want you to put more attention towards them. I experience that every day. When it's early in the morning and I'm going into my office, every time there's a couple of cats that are here waiting for me, and when I go there, they start meowing, stuff like that. And it is so cute. It is so fun. It motivates me to wake up early and go to my office just to see the cats, because it's just sweet. And while I go there, I'm also taking my morning walk, which is very good for the stress too. And there's always a bunch of dogs on the road. In Bali, it's a bit weird, but there's animals pretty much everywhere. And these dogs are super cute too. You don't want to touch them, but because they have like some diseases and stuff like that, but they're just very nice. They actually smile at you, which is pretty funny. And it's so sweet. It's like if people smile at you. It's the same thing, but since there are animals, in my opinion, it's actually better. So yes, socializing with animals, having a conversation with them is as good as socializing with the humans. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is socializing, but in a better way. So when you talk to people, it's good for your stress, but when you have actual physical contact with them, it's even better, and that is scientifically proven. Let's say you have a conversation with your friend, which is good for your mental health, and then you handshake each other. That physical contact of actually touching the person is very good for your mental health and your stress. I remember when I was working at a cafe, after I've done the order of that one grandma, she would always look at me and touch my arm and stuff, and it sounds weird, like, Patrice, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? When she was actually touching me and stuff, not in a weird way, but just like having my arm there, and she just put her hand there. And like I said earlier, it has been scientifically proven to help you with your stress and your mental health. If you are suffering from anxiousness, stress, and sadness, I've got something that guarantees a mental health transformation in only 2 weeks. It's my online program in which you will have access to hours of mental health content and personal help from me. If you have some questions to ask me, I will answer them. And if you don't see any significant results in 2 weeks, I'm gonna give you all of your money back. I'm giving a 93 3% discount right now, but it won't last long, so check it out with the first link in the description. If you found this video valuable, I would really appreciate it if you actually tell me in the comments. I like to see people appreciate my work. It's not even for the algorithm. I know this is what you're thinking right now, but I'm just a normal human like everyone else. If you want some good quality content in the future, you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.